much. And shout out to everyone that has made it out tonight. I really, really appreciate you guys for taking the time to hang out with your boy. Really means a lot. And I am happy that you are here. So let's kick this off. First and foremost, with an update from Jamie Foxx. Now, we have been talking about Jamie Foxx's health for a minute now. For the past couple weeks, Jamie Foxx, unfortunately, has been hospitalized. And we didn't know exactly what it was. We didn't know what was going on. Unfortunately, the one thing that we knew was that it was a real situation. Now, we initially got reported by his daughter. His daughter was the one, Corinne Foxx. She was the one that let us know that, like, yo, Jamie Foxx is in, her dad was like in the hospital, but luckily because of life-saving measures and because the medical team or whoever was able to respond quickly, he was in like decent, stable condition. Now, through that time, we were still kind of getting a little worried. Now, we never got any concrete news about like what's going on, why it's going on. We didn't get none of that. But we did just at least start seeing like, yo, like he's still in the hospital. Like, what's going on? We heard from Kevin Hart, from Martin Lawrence, other celebrities that like, they checked in on Jamie and he was okay. But then we started getting like some other news, like some news where it was like, yo, the family's asking to put the prayers up and all that stuff. And I mean, I'm down for the prayers now. I'm down for all that. But then it was kind of like, okay, even after that report, another report started to float around online recently. And this report just made things even sound worse, So this other report started saying that Jamie Foxx's inner circle was hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. And let's actually look at what it said here. It said Jamie's inner circle is holding out hope the actor will make a full recovery, but is preparing for the worst. Jamie's people are saying he's doing okay and improving, while doctors try to get to the bottom of his problems. But he wouldn't be in a hospital this long if he was anything close to okay, said a source. So that right there really got people all up in a tussy and stuff, just because people was like, yo, what is going on? Prepare for the worst. I mean, that sounds terrible. And I had some of y'all actually hit me up and was like, yo, E-Man, did you hear about this? Like, what's going on with Jamie? And I looked at the article and I was like, who are these sources? Like, first of all, who is Radar Online? I ain't never heard of Radar Online. Just, I mean, maybe they're big. I don't know. I ain't never heard of Radar Online like that. Then Radar Online, just listen to this quote. Jamie's people are saying he's doing okay and improving, while doctors try to get to the bottom of his problems. But he wouldn't be in the hospital this long if he was anything but okay. And it also said Jamie Foxx's inner circle is holding out hope. So my question is this: was this source not part of the inner circle? Because my thing is, it just says from a source. You didn't source the inner circle. At least that's not the way it comes off. So who is this person? Because it sounds like this person is speculating no different than I could be speculating. I mean, I literally speculating was like, well, if he's in there for a minute, like, I guess he's going to be. But I'm not a source, right? I'm just speculating at that point. But y'all over here trying to claim this stuff as if it's actually a source. And it's got people like, what I don't like about this is that when you don't have good, credible information, I don't care. Let me back that up. I need people to remember that there are different types of sources. Let's go back to elementary school now. You have primary sources, people that are like right there, see it, they can experience it, witness it, whatever. Then you have secondary sources. The secondary sources might be people that heard somebody say something, or they heard from someone else or whatever. Like, I don't need to hear no secondary sources. Let me know what the primary source has to say. And that's where I can go to really understand whether or not something is good, bad, or whatever. So all of this nonsense, what I don't like about it, you doing this for what? Why would you even do this? Because other outlets started to source this. They was like, well, Radar Online said, for what? For some clicks? For some views? Off of this man's health and his life? You know how many people love and follow Jamie Foxx? There were people legit concerned. Forget the movies, forget the music, forget all of that. People was legit concerned about this man's well-being, but y'all want some clicks and views. And it's not just Radar Online. It's a whole bunch of other places, other social media outlets and stuff that were running wild with this stuff too. And what ends up happening is you create like this mass hysteria where now you even got like people like Nia Long, you got other celebrities and stuff that are reacting to this news that's not founded. But thank goodness, we got primary sources. And no, I am not saying TMZ is a primary source. However, Jamie Foxx's daughter is a primary source, and she says he's out the hospital and he is recuperating. So thankfully, from Corin again, she released this. Let me take this banner off so y'all can see it. She released this on her IG. She said, update from the family, and she's responding to one of those outlets that just responded to this crazy news. She said, update from the family. Sad to see how the media runs wild. My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks recuperating. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and support. We have an exciting exciting work announcement coming next week too. Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Think about what she just said. We've been sitting here for weeks praying for Jamie. Legitimate. And that's fine, right? Being concerned because we were only going off of what was reported. But then you start seeing these media vultures that are like trying to double down on this stuff because, hey, emotional pain gotta sell, right? And what does she say? He's been out the hospital for weeks. Look at God. Thank you, Jesus. I'm happy for that. I love to hear that news. But I am incredibly disappointed in the social media news outlets or whatever that were in my opinion being emotionally manipulative with these type of headlines. So I would just encourage y'all, be very careful with who you get your news from. And I'm not one of those fake news type of guys or whatever. All I'm saying is pay attention to the source, right? Because a random website could report legitimate news, but it's up to us not to fall victim to the headlines, because headlines are made at this point in today's world. They're only meant to get your eyeballs. That's it. It's to get your attention. Okay, cool. You might have got my attention. You might have got my click, but should I trust you? That's where you actually have to look through whatever they say. And I'm gonna give y'all just quick game. Look through the first two paragraphs. First paragraph is some introductory nonsense. The second paragraph, maybe the third, is where they actually let you know where they got this information from. If they don't say where they got it from, if it's not like exclusive, whatever, click away. Just click away, block them. That's not even worth your time, because real news, as y'all see, like I tell y'all, if something comes from me, right? I say, yo, this exclusive, this email, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not, like the top journalist like that. I'm a commentator, right? But that's why I refer and I point to y'all to the sources of the information. So when I sit here and tell y'all something, yeah, you can tell the difference between what's news and what's my opinion, right? So please do not let these type of places send you off and get you all emotionally worked up, because clearly they don't care about you. They only care about the clicks and the views. So anyway, y'all let me know, how do you feel about, I think, this better update for Jamie Foxx and his health? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Man, just out here just raping people's emotions, man. I do not like that. All right, let's move on Okay, y'all got Hulu and Disney Plus. I don't. I only have Disney Plus because I personally, I don't really like Hulu structure. I don't like the whole limiting of screens and all that stuff. But if you do have Hulu and Disney Plus, it sounds like that's gonna go away. And now, in case you didn't know, Hulu is or it used to be owned by multiple different companies. Disney was a big one, Comcast, I think NBC was also